Hi everyone, welcome to Source 16 News. This is the Tuesday edition. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. The National Weather Service in Paducah has confirmed it was an EF2 tornado that touched down in Christian County yesterday that left a local factory severely damaged with several people injured. National Weather Service Warning Coordination meteorologist Rick Shanklin, who was in Christian County today surveying the damage, told Source 16 the EF2 tornado that touched down on Frank Yost Lane near Pembroke had peak winds of 130 miles per hour and was on the ground for nearly 4.5 miles, traveling east-northeast. The tornado reportedly first touched down at TG Automotive, or T-Gask, off of Pembroke Road and left a debris trail from the factory all the way to Fairview. Several emergency agencies responded to T-Gask around noon yesterday after the factory was hit by the tornado. Luckily, there were no fatalities or serious injuries reported, but officials told Source 16 7 T-Gask employees suffered non-life-threatening injuries. According to telephone calls to the station, employees have not received any word from TG Automotive officials when they will return to work or any other information. Source 16 called T-Gask media contact, but our telephone calls had not been returned as of news time. Storm assessment crews also surveyed damage near the Lacey area today to determine whether a second tornado may have touched down in northern Christian County. But Shanklin said the damage in that area was determined to have been caused by a microburst with peak winds of 75 miles per hour. And as reported by Source 16 last night, there was also a lot of damage in Ballard County. The National Weather Service in Paducah also confirmed today there were 2 tornado touchdowns there, one in Slater and another southwest of Keble. Well, an Oak Grove man has died after allegedly being involved in a fight with his roommate early Monday morning. Oak Grove Detective Dennis Cunningham told Source 16 22-year-old Terry Yoakum Jr. of Oak Grove died at Vanderbilt Medical Center around 4:30 yesterday afternoon after being put in a chokehold by his roommate. 40-year-old Seneca Moore of Oak Grove during an altercation outside their residence early Monday morning. Cunningham said officials arrived at 523 Gainey Drive shortly after 4 o'clock yesterday morning and found Yoakum face down on the ground, unresponsive and without a pulse. The California native was transported to Blanchfield Army Community Hospital, where he was stabilized, and then transported to Vanderbilt Medical Center, where he later died. Cunningham says now that the victim has died, the first-degree assault charges against Moore will change, but he's unsure of what they will be until he meets with the Commonwealth Attorney. Moore is currently lodged in the Christian County Jail. A 4th mistrial has been declared in the double murder trial of a Fort Campbell soldier accused of killing his estranged wife and her former mother-in-law back in 2007. After 9 hours of deliberations, jurors reportedly could not reach a unanimous verdict against Brent Burke, who is accused of killing his estranged wife, Tracy Burke, and her former mother-in-law, Karen Comer, in Comer's Rineyville residence, September 11, 2007. The Commonwealth is now planning to move forward with a 5th murder trial, and a judge has scheduled a pre-trial conference for the morning of April 26th to schedule a trial date. Burke is expected to ask the judge to reduce his $1 million bond. General David Petraeus recently visited Fort Campbell's Bastogne soldiers in Afghanistan's Peck River Valley to show his unwavering support. The top military commander reportedly praised the battalion's leadership and honored hundreds of Task Force Bulldog troops for their relentless determination in fighting. According to Petraeus, the Peck River Valley is an area where U.S. and NATO forces are currently engaged in intense fighting to prevent insurgents from coming in from neighboring Pakistan. During his visit, Petraeus also awarded a Bronze Star Medal with Valor, 3 Army Commendation Medals with Valor, and 4 Purple Hearts to several members of the battalion. Mayor Teresa Cantrell is keeping the past close to heart by selling nostalgic postcards of Mayfield's history. This is at the City Hall Information Center. Now, the postcards are available for 50 cents each, and the proceeds will go to benefit the City Employees Christmas Party Fund. Currently, the collection includes each side of the downtown square, Merritt Clothing Company, Curley Clothing Company, Covington Brothers Grocery, Kroger on 6th and South Streets, and Fuller Gillum Hospital. The mayor says more photos will be added to the collection as interest continues. For the 16th time, the National Arbor Day Foundation has named Mayfield as a Tree City USA community for its commitment to urban forestry. Mayfield has met the 4 standards to become a Tree City USA community: a tree board or department, a tree care ordinance, a comprehensive community forestry program, and an Arbor Day observance and proclamation. The Tree City USA program is sponsored by the Arbor Day Foundation in cooperation with the National Association of State Foresters and the USDA Forest Service. As we reported last week, Madisonville was also named a Tree City USA community for the 16th time. A female juvenile who escaped from the Murray Group home has been captured by the Paducah Police Department. According to Kentucky State Police, the girl escaped after she was taken to the Adult Education Center in Murray and was last seen around 2:50 Monday afternoon. She was found last night by Paducah Police and is currently being lodged in the McCracken County Juvenile Detention Center. Well, motorists traveling in Fulton County need to be aware of a reduced load limit restriction on 2 bridges on Kentucky 311. Kentucky Transportation Cabinet spokesman Keith Todd says Owen Slaw Bridge and the Gunner Slaw Bridge previously had a posted load limit of 15 tons. But due to substructure deterioration, the bridges are being reduced to a 3-ton load limit. These bridges are between the Kentucky-Tennessee state line and Kentucky 1282. Todd said the 3-ton maximum load limit essentially limits traffic on these 2 bridges to passenger vehicles and pickup trucks only. The Transportation Cabinet's bridge engineering staff is working on efforts to repair or replace the bridges quickly, which could take several months. Area farmers and trucking companies are urged to obey the 3-ton limit. A 36-year-old Louisiana man was charged with driving under the influence after police say he drove his vehicle into the lake in Marshall County. The Marshall County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to a collision on Highway 6880 in Aurora, where deputies say it appears that Jimmy Sims Jr. of Grand Cane, Louisiana, ran off the side of the road and his pickup truck went into the lake at Ken Lake Bridge. Police report Sims was able to remove himself from his truck and swim to the bank. He was taken to the Marshall County Hospital where he was admitted for treatment. Sims was charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol drugs. The Sheriff's Office is continuing to investigate the crash. A Fairview woman was injured in a 2-vehicle accident on Skyline Drive Monday afternoon. 23-year-old Irvin Balderas of Hopkinsville was driving east on Skyline Drive when police say he failed to yield the right-of-way when he turned onto Mosley Drive and crashed into the side of a car driven by 50-year-old Peggy Hinault of Fairview. Hopkinsville police report after Balderas hit Hinault's car, he backed up and fled the scene. After an investigation and description of the driver by witnesses, police were able to identify the driver that fled. Hinault was transported by ambulance to Jenny Stewart Medical Center for treatment of injuries. A Marshall County man was arrested for wanton endangerment and other offenses after police say he filed a false report that he was shot with a BB gun. A Marshall County Sheriff's report said that a deputy was dispatched to New Hope Road in reference to a disturbance where shots had been fired. Upon arrival, the subject, 41-year-old Billy Griggs of Calvert City, stated that he was shot by 2 other subjects with a BB gun, but police determined that Griggs had actually shot and hit another juvenile. Griggs was charged with first-degree wanton endangerment, 4th-degree assault, domestic violence, and falsely reporting an incident. He was lodged in the Marshall County Detention Center. A Trigg County woman that was arrested in Marshall County on a bench warrant is now facing a drug charge after police reportedly found pot in her pants. When a Marshall County Sheriff's deputy served a bench warrant on 46-year-old Dorothy Capes of Cadiz, he reports she was favoring the front of her pants and was squirming, not wanting anyone near her front pocket during a search. Upon arrival at the jail, when asked if she had anything illegal on her, she reportedly told a deputy she had marijuana in her pants. Capes was charged with possession of marijuana and lodged in the Marshall County Detention Center on her bench warrant along with her new charge. Governor Steve Beshear today recognized the sacrifice of a Kentucky soldier who was killed over the weekend while supporting Operation Enduring Freedom. 26-year-old First Lieutenant Robert Welch III of Denton, Texas, died Sunday from wounds he sustained after his base was attacked with indirect fire. Welch was assigned to the 201st Brigade Support Battalion, which is based out of Fort Knox. Well, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission and Health Canada are recalling thousands of toy trucks due to choking hazards. Infantino has received reports of children gagging on plastic beads and almost 30 reports of beads detaching from the bead runs on the activity trucks. Over 40,000 of these recalled trucks were sold at Babies R Us, Toys R Us, Meijer, TG Maxx, Marshalls, and other toy stores nationwide from September 2009 through February 2011 for about $15. Consumers are urged to take the recalled toy away from children and contact Infantino toll-free 888-808-3111 to receive a free replacement toy. Well, the Hopkinsville Beautification Commission held their monthly meeting last night and discussed the results of a recent community tree survey and possibly changing the city's Trash for Cash program. According to the tree survey, there's one public tree in good condition, 42 in fair condition, 31 in poor condition, 14 in critical condition, and 5 rated as dead trees. In addition, the city has over 1,200 possible tree planting sites and 23 public trees recommended for removal. Christian County Extension Agent Kelly Jackson explains more about the survey results.
There are 670 vacant planting spaces along streets, 541 vacant planting spaces in parks and public spaces, and then there are 11 stumps that need to be removed also.
In other business, Management Services Coordinator Angela Satterley asked the Commission what direction her research should go concerning how much money should be paid out to participants in the city's Trash for Cash program.
The mayor had suggested that we go back and review it and maybe make some suggestions on how to amend or add to or take away the current litter abatement program that operates in the city of Hopkinsville.
The Commission then discussed finalizing plans for their April 15th Arbor Day event at Heritage Christian Academy and their April 21st Trail of Tears Earth Day event. The next Hopkinsville Beautification Commission meeting is scheduled for May 2nd. Well, tonight's Mega Millions jackpot's $30 million. Wednesday's Powerball jackpot, $218 million.